guys, I'm having to re-record this video. I realized the sound was off on the first one. So, I got into a conversation with this Citadel trader um, about the normal distribution using the maximum likelihood or least squares method with that to estimate a model. He was saying that the maximum likelihood um, equation, I guess that's the equation or excursion, I'm not sure what E is, but requires you to write a sophisticated objective function that is more difficult than, and he was going to say probably the least squares method. And that is because you have to put a bunch of different things to make a maximum likelihood function. So it's like you have to stack a bunch of conditions together, or you can just use linear regression. And I was telling him, do whatever's easiest. I don't code, I use Bloodhound. I want to show you how easy it is. But you can put your conditions together um, with these um, metrics in Bloodhound and just a few simple solvers to help you determine whether to trade or fade um, a breakout. So I've got this setting on. This setting is to fade it, um, and so the condition is when you are outside your distribution, do you trade to your upper fibs, or when do you know to roll it over and trade back to the 200 EMA? And I use um, both very easily. I can put this requires the slope, the range contraction or expansion. So if I'm going to be moving back to the RTM, I'm going to require that deceleration, that contraction after and over, getting outside the normal distribution, an overextension of it. So then you want to see that deceleration coming back in. So that's a requirement. Then I can have the distance between the 1 and the 200 EMA to be above 100. And as a second condition, just to normalize this, you can also require that the 50, 1 to 50 be in the same over bought condition over 100. So those maximum likelihoods, stringing all three of these conditions together, the downslope of the range contraction with an overextension of the 1 to 200 and an overextension of the 1 to 50, um, brings me, into a fade. And so you can set that up versus taking, you can set up another logic using this same concept, but for expansions. So by removing contractions and replacing it with expansion, I've got this set up for shorts, but we would just use the same logic. Let me show you. There's your expansion. There's your out of range with expansion. So if you were looking to go to the target, you would want expansion, and to keep it above, see how it went under the 4, you would want to add your 4 to that so that you're going long outside to your targets or rolling it over. But since we're just looking for contractions, together. There we go. We're just interested when the slope comes down and we're out of area. Now this works for the bottom end too, coming back in pretty nicely. So you had your expansion to the fib, and then you've got your contraction back in that you know when the move is over. With those conditions all being together. But it's super simple to use this in Bloodhound using the normal distribution with some maximum likelihood, overbought, oversold signals with linear regression. I mean, just one, two, three, pretty easy. So if you would like to get more in tune with how to set this up using the Bloodhound solvers, chat me up next week. You can join the training session. I'm going to be having one Monday between 1 and 3, and we'll go over this briefly, showing you how to use the price oscillator to get these overbought, oversold levels on the 1-200 and the 195 and 100 on the 50, 150 and 1-200. Pretty simple stuff. Like I said, I'm not anywhere near his level. I don't code. I just use Bloodhound, but I understand the concepts. So once you get the concepts, just slapping it together, however you can do it. I mean, that's all that matters, right? All right. We got the tools. We got the software. We got the indicators, and we've got Bloodhound. All right. Retail traders. Okay. Talk to you soon.